things like scorpions and snakes in the wild, which is obviously very important. How long will it be before this little guy's full grown? Well, he'll be out of the tyre, out of mum's little den in about 3 or 4 weeks, running around with the others, and then from that moment on, it's just speed to speed. You know, it just grows so fast. And put this little one back. Right on your pot, cutie.
No.
Really good. So that's great. All these guys are at a perfect healthy weight, and I'm sure it won't be long before I see you out there on the mound with all the others. Well done. So cute.
When new animals arrive at the park, they can't just turn up and walk right in. It takes a huge amount of preparation to ensure everything is just right so that the animals can settle in as quickly as possible, and to give them the best chance of bonding with the other animals in the park. After all, they're the strangers in town. And a few months ago, Leia was nervously preparing for the arrival of her newest charge, a species of eland, Africa's largest antelope.
Today we're getting our eland winter pens ready for our new arrival tomorrow morning. We're expecting a new eland bull to come in so we can get our herd breeding again.
It's been 3 years since the herd's legendary bull, Nakuru, died. The whole park has been on lockdown for 2 years due to an outbreak of tuberculosis on the wider estate. No new animals have been allowed in or out.
It's had a huge impact on the eland.
Max, put your head down.
The females haven't really...
Lie down, I can't even
They've
see.
been looking for direction, and they're looking for a new male to take the reins, really.
The hope here is that the big new male will dominate the herd, causing them to unite. They won't meet until after a 30-day quarantine, but Leia has a few tricks up her sleeve to give him the heads up on his new harem.
So we put a little bit of the rest of the herd's dung in here just to kind of give them a bit of smell of the rest of the herd. This is a bit like kind of giving cheat notes on the rest of the herd, really. Kind of a bit of a kind of a, I don't know, almost like a dating profile for the other girls.
Eland bulls are in high demand because they're part of an international breeding programme. It's taken head of safari John Merrington 8 months to find and secure the ideal candidate.
It's not an easy task. It would be a lot easier if one was available within this country, but because we've bred so many, we're almost a victim of our own success. There's a number of our offspring already in other collections within the UK, and those ones are related to ours.
John has been searching zoos all over Europe, with 65-centimetre horns and 32 offspring. Nakuru has set the bar high for Norman.
He was just physically stunning, beautiful looking animal. He was an exceptional example of what a bully lamb should look like. Powerful around the shoulders, wonderful muscle definition.
Yeah, so no pressure on Norman when he comes in. He's got big shoes to fill. Yeah.
It's a tense time as the giant crate is finally lowered into position. Amazingly, the keepers have never actually seen Norman. All they have to go on is his family tree.
We won't know until he comes out of the crate what we've got effectively. So hopefully he'll be a very good looking but impressive fellow.
It's at that point, once everybody's in place and is ready, that we lift the slide on the crate to let him go.
Finally, it's time to meet the stud that will take control of this herd of girls.
So small, isn't he? Oh, what a sweetheart.
Norman, it turns out, is a little smaller than anyone imagined, approximately a quarter of the weight of Nakuru. This young lad is perhaps more big softy than big stud.
Actually, I would probably say he's a little bit smaller than I was thinking. So he's got a bit of growing to go, I think. But it looks like he'll fill out and fill his role really nicely.
Well, Norman has 30 days to figure out how to become the big buck. Because outside, there's a herd of eland looking for a leader. But will they fall in line or chase him off?
For the last few days, Wilma the cheetah has been showing signs that she's going into labour.
keepers Caleb and Amy have been keeping a close eye on her.
So she was nice and relaxed, so even as approaching the house, she was sat there, quite happy.
If they're right, it's extremely exciting news for everyone.
All right, Carl. He's a good boy.
In preparation for the suspected birth, Wilma has been put in her own pen. Specialist cameras should record every moment.
Are you okay, Wilms? How's your baby doing? A couple of the keepers have seen like a ripple through her stomach of like the muscles contracting, and they've seen that a couple of times, and she just seems a little bit restless, so sort of shifting her balance and her weight from different sides.
Cheetahs naturally hide signs of going into labour. In the wild, this is when they're at their most vulnerable from predators.
She was out with her daughter Poppy in the section yesterday, and she started to sniff around her belly and things like that, which makes us think that she's possibly lactating. And then when she's lying down, she seems to
Don't
lie
like it, man.
on the side,
Why?
with her belly a little bit flatter to the ground. So it's all hopeful signs, but to be honest, she does such a good job of hiding it, because she wouldn't want to announce to animals in the wild that she's pregnant or heavily pregnant, because it could be seen as a weakness.
If we do manage to record the cheetah cubs being born, it will be a first for the team at Longleat, but there are no guarantees.
It might not happen, you know, we're going to run the camera every single night when we think she's due, but it might be that she shields it, she lays the wrong way, she goes